know you may be wondering where I'm headed. Highway to heaven. Just joking. I'm out with my girlfriend, Chris. A link to her channel is in my bio. You can check her out if you want. We're out for the Web3 Connect Africa event. It's holding at Civic Center, Lagos. It's an official showcase of NODO, which is a Pan-Africa Web3 discovery new service platform aimed at accelerating Africa's Web3 growth and adoption. Okay, so here we have the investment manager at Adaverse, William Phelps, sharing more info about the platform.
This NODO is a multifaceted project, right? There's many parts to it. You've got NODO News, you've got NODO Discover, and then maybe most interestingly, you've got NODO Grants. But the question remains, what is NODO Grants? What does it mean? In essence, NODO are giving away $1,000 a week, every week for the foreseeable future, to promising early-stage African Web3 startups. Well, not even Web3 startups. Startups which are open to Web3, which fintechs may be looking to move on chain, but need that extra bit of cash stimulus to do so. So you're asking, that's great, I've got my project, I've got my idea. When I say early stage, it can indeed be very, very early, because we noticed at Adaverse that one of the issues we have is that we're an accelerator more than we are, say, an incubator. Such that we try and go early, and we appreciate we need to go early in the Nigerian Pakistan African ecosystem, but there's only really so early we can go. So we look to NODO to fill that gap, to sort of be, I guess, a feeder, as it were, into more advanced funding, to help companies get up to that more advanced level, such that, companies like Adaverse, we're their name rate is quite important. Because the way I view NODO at large is something of a love child, let's say, between Emergo on the one hand and Adaverse on the other, in the sense that Adaverse to a certain extent is venture building aspects of NODO, and we really come together, both the Emergo guys, Emeka for example, and then myself and the Adaverse team, to score companies for grants and also allocate that funding. So then in terms of what we're looking for, it's also important to consider, what is the purpose of NODO, which Emeka, I think, has already summed up to a very good extent. And really it's about, as I've said, helping those early stage companies, but looking in particular at African solutions from African founders. So if you apply for a grant, you'll notice that one of the questions is, how does your solution help the local market? What does your solution do to help develop and grow Web3 within an African context? Because what we're really looking for, particularly from a sort of growth and development perspective, are those companies which make a tangible impact, I think, not only to the startup ecosystem, but more generally to the actual social context in which they're being built. But yeah, I mean, that is NODO Grants and
As the session went on, he also clarified concerns which the founder BNOG, Blockchain Nigeria User Group, Mr. Chimeze Chuta, noted most persons had issues with in regards to applying for the grants, which had to do with confidentiality of their ideas and also the kind of projects and the stages of projects that could apply.
The only criterion is that they must be Web3. But NODO's remit is not simply Web3, although that is the large part of what we do when it comes to grants. It's about any prospective tech company which may be moving on chain or looking to integrate blockchain. But in terms of any specifics beyond that, no, not at all. We're open to all applications. In almost all of the events like this I've been to, the most common question is normally, how can you guarantee the confidentiality of my idea? Or if I send you a deck, I need you to sign an NDA, for example, which is just not realistic when it comes to speaking to investors. And I understand that indeed when it comes to grants, which is more of a non-committal, firing off, sending off an application, that worry is almost heightened, right? Because there is no guarantee. You don't know who you're sending it to. But what I can absolutely assure you when it comes to NODO, the two things. Firstly, that your application is treated in total confidence. And that is to say, no one is sharing the details. I can assure you it's on a very safe, non-public, private spreadsheet, which looked at only by a small number of team members involved in the grant process. And the second thing I can assure you as well is that everyone on that team, I'm sorry to say, are much too busy to take the time to copy your idea. That's great. Rest assured that from not only a confidentiality perspective, but also an attitude perspective, no one is copying, no one is replicating. We just want to see what you guys are doing for the ecosystem and how we're able to help it. So you've got my word on that.
Okay, so moving on. I hope I'm not boring you guys. I'm trying to make this as fun as possible. So there were pitching sessions where applicants came out and talked about their products and stuff. I was particularly fond of one of them, DAS, Digital Asset Security Token, because it involved educating people, and well, I'm always a fan of learning new things.
Trying to solve. Number one is the limitations of traditional educational systems, where educational system follows a standard curriculum that may not actually cater to every Web3 student, and also lack of personalized learning experience.
And drum roll! Well, the best part, which everybody waited for, including myself, was the announcement of the past week's grant winner, which was the token. They were given a whopping sum of $1,000 to help them in building their product and scaling. And that was pretty much it. That was pretty much the whole event. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all on my next video. Love y'all.